Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes. In our last class, where do we stop? Personnel cost budget. I think so. We stop at personnel cost budget. We have solved 2 questions on personnel cost budget or 1 question. How many questions do we solve? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Good morning,
Yes.
sir.
Good morning. I think
Yes.
we are done with personnel cost budget. We solved 2 questions, Abi.
There was one question you wanted to solve. You said that one is more complicated. So
Okay,
we
have you
didn't
looked
solve
at the
that one.
question on your own part? Have you tried to solve it and you understand it? The solution is there now so that we can move to cash budget.
No, sir, I didn't understand it.
Okay, let's look at the question. So after that, we move to cash budget. We solve question on cash budget this morning. So exam question 2. Obafemi Owode local government is about to prepare his 2009 budget. The following figures were made available in respect of the personnel cost of the work department for the year 2008. We have office, city engineer, number in post, none. Grade level, grade 16. Basic salary 24,000, while incremental salary 2,004. And we have deputy city engineer and so on like that. We are giving additional information. They say deputy city engineer is due for promotion. 1 senior engineer and 12 artisans are to be appointed. The following are in the salary range stated below. So they give us the number of steps that each of the grade, for the number of steps occupied by the number of staff in each of the grade. This was given to us as note 4. Except those on promotion, each member of staff will move to next incremental step. While note 5, the staff allowance is 20%. You are required to prepare the summary of personnel costs budget for the work department for the year 2009. Ignore comparative figure for 2008. So we are asked to prepare personnel cost budget for 2009. So now, first, we are going to do it like we did the example 1. We draw, the solution is Obafemi Owode local government, work department, and personnel cost budget for 2009. Somebody asked a question. He said what they are doing last time is on custom service or federation account. My own class is different from Mr. Wasil. My own class is always on Saturday, and my last topic was personnel cost budget under budget and budgetary control. So now you will draw the office, the number of staff, and the grade level and the salaries. In the question, if you look at the question, the first position we have is who? City engineer. Can we all see that?
Yes, sir.
Do we have number of staff in the city engineer?
No, sir.
No. But we are told in the additional information, the next position to city engineer is who?
Deputy city engineer.
So we are told in the additional information that the deputy city engineer is due for promotion. That means he's going to become a city engineer.
City engineer.
And see, when you want to solve this question, what is very important is this note 5, note 4. Notes, there's a particular note, note 3 and 4. Look at this note 3, show the number of staff, number of steps occupied by each of the staff in a post. Who can tell me that deputy city engineer, what step is he based on this table?
Step 3.
Step 3.
Yes.
Now, he's no more a deputy city engineer. He's now promoted to city engineer. What step is he going to start?
Step 1.
Step 1. So we should take note of that. This is the major area in this question. Note 5 said, except those on promotion, each of the member of staff will move to next incremental step. They said, except those on promotion, each of the member of staff will move to what? Next incremental step. So what does that mean? That means, look at principal engineer. How many staff is in the principal engineer? How many number of staff do we have in principal engineer?
2.
2. They are in different steps. Do you believe?
Yeah. Yes.
One is in what step?
Step 1.
Another one is what?
Step 2.
Yes.
If you want to solve this question based on note 4, the one is in step 1. We move to what step?
Step 2.
Step 2.
Why the one in step 2? We move to what step?
Step 3.
Step 3.
Step 3. So we should take note of that. So now let's go and solve the one of city engineer. City engineer, the deputy city engineer was just promoted to city engineer. How do we get his own? The basic salary for city engineer is 24,000. Why the incremental salary is what?
24.
24. So let's go and solve. This is the solving. Basic salary 24,000. Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
Plus the number of steps for the person that was just promoted. City engineer, what step are we going to use for him?
Step 1.
So 1 minus 1
0.
times 24
24,000.
times 2,000 times 2,004. Sorry. At the end of the day, you times everything by 1. If you do it, what are you going to get? 24,000. Because 1 minus 1 0. 0 times 24 0.
Okay.
0 plus 0 times 2,004. Sorry, 0. Abi 0 24,000 plus 0. It will still give you 24,000. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So for city engineer, if you look at the solution, this is the solution. This is the solution. City engineer, we have now, based on the solution, how many number of staff do we have now? 1. Grade level 16. Abi?
Yes.
So 24,000. After city engineer, the next in the question is who?
Deputy city
engineer.
In the question, we have 1 staff, and that 1 staff have moved, Abi?
Yes.
Nobody occupied the position again.
0.
Is 0. And we are not told whether the next position to that deputy city engineer, any of them was promoted. We are not told. Do we understand?
Yes.
So the examiner did not tell us whether the next position was promoted. That means while solving this question in the solution, you just write deputy city engineer. Number of staff are you going to put there? How many number of staff?
0.
0. Grade level what?
15.
Salary is going to be what?
Nil.
Nil. That is that. Now, we now move to the next position, which is who? The next position is
Principal engineer.
principal engineer. How many number of staff do we have in principal engineer?
2.
2. So let's go to the step. One is in step 1, another one is in step 2. And we are told that the one in step 1 we move to 2. Why the one in 2 we move to what?
3.
3. So let's go and solve the salary personnel cost for that. Principal engineer, basic salary 15,000.
Yeah.
Plus 2 minus 1
1
times 1,002 incremental salary
1 2
times, at the end of the day, the answer you get 16,002. You times it by how many?
By 1 5. By 1 2.
By
Yeah.
1.
Yes.
By 1.
Because it's one person occupied that step 2.
Yeah.
Now 2 minus 1. 1 times
2.
1,002. 1,002 plus 15,000. 16,002. Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
16,002 times what?
16 1 times 1.
You are still going to get 16,002. You do it for the second person. 15,000. You know, there are 2 staff and they are in different steps. Do you understand?
Yes.
So 15,000 plus 3 minus what?
1
Times what? 1,002.
1 2
That is 3 4. 2 4, sorry.
2
4 plus 15,000.
15,000. 17 4.
17 4 times what? 1.
Times
1 here.
No, it's okay, yeah. It's correct.
17 4 times 1.
17 4.
17 4.
Times 1.
17 4 now.
Yes, 17 4. So plus the 2 together, what is it going to give you?
33 600.
33 600. That is what we are going to put in the solution under principal engineer. Principal engineer, how many staff do we have?
2.
Grade level 12.
12.
Amount
33 600.
33 600. We move to the next person, senior engineer.
Yes.
Senior engineer, how many staff do we have in senior engineer?
6.
5.
5.
5.
Senior engineer. We
5.
have 5 staff. But additional information tell us another thing. Oh.
32.
Additional information
2.
2.
Yeah.
Said what?
Yeah. 2 in.
They are going to appoint one.
One senior engineer will be employed. Abi?
Yeah. Yes.
They have 5 already. If they appoint 1, it will make how many?
6.
6. So that means in our solution we have 6 senior engineer. Abi?
Yes.
The one that was just appointed, that was just employed, what grade level is he? What step is he going to start?
Step 1.
1.
Step 1.
Step 1. If you look at the table, this table, the remaining 5, 2 is in what step?
Step 3.
Moving to what step?
Step 4.
3 is in what step?
Step 4.
4.
Moving to step
Moving to
5.
what step?
Step
5.
5.
So we should know that. We should know that. So let's go and solve it. We start from the one that was just appointed, that was just employed. In our solution, we will start from the one that was just employed. The basic salary for this is, the basic salary for senior engineer is what?
12,000.
12,000. Abi?
Yes.
1 minus what?
1.
1 times
So
950.
that's 0.
0. At the end of the day, we are going to get what?
12,000.
12,000. That is for the one that was just appointed, Abi.
Yes.
We now come again. 12,000 plus 4 minus 1
3.
times 950.
2, 8, 9, 15.
2850
Yeah.
plus 12,000. That is 14,850, Abi.
Yes. Times 2.
Times 2.
29,700.
29,700. We move to the third one. The third one. 12,000, Abi.
Yeah.
Plus 5 minus what?
1.
1. Also 4.
4. 4 times 950.
3,800.
3,800 plus 12,000.
15,800.
That's 15,800.
Times 3.
47,400.
At the end of the day, you add all the 3 together.
Okay.
It will give us what?
89,100.
100.
So that is what we are going to put in our solution. 89,100 for senior engineer. They have 6 staff now. Grade level 10, 89,100. Let's do one more so that we move to cash budget. Let's do one more. Engineer 1.
Yeah.
Engineer 1. For engineer 1, how many number of staff is in engineer 1?
88.
8 staff. Let's go and check the salary range. What is the breakdown of that 8? Oh yeah.
2
2
staff
is in
level.
step 1. Moving to step 2, Abi. Based on
Yes.
additional information 4.
Mm-hmm.
3 is in step 2. Moving to step 3.
Yeah.
Why 3 is in step 4? 3 is in step 3. Moving to step
Moving to
4.
step
Abi?
4.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's go and solve that. Engineer 1.
Mm.
10,000 is the basic salary.
Mm.
The basic salary is 10,000. 2 minus 1
1.
times 860.
860.
That means 10,860, Abi.
Yeah.
Times 2.
That is 21,720.
21,720.
Yeah.
We move to the second one. $10,000 plus 3 minus what?
1.
1,
Times
2.
2
170.
plus 10,000
1,720.
11,720 times what?
3.
93.
35,160.
So that is how you are going to get that. So you do it at the end of the day, you do the third one too. What you are going to get, 94,620. You take it to your main solution, which is engineer 1, 8 staff, grade level 9, 94,620. So you will continue for other staff. When you now get the total salary, 1,350 times 550. I mean, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You find
sir.
staff allowance. In the question, they say staff allowance is what?
20%.
20% of
20%.
1,350, 550. You get 270, 110. So the grand total will be what? 1,620,660. 660. So that is the solution for that. Do we understand that? Please, let's mute our audio. So that is it on personnel cost budget. We can now move to cash budget. Cash budget. Cash budget is the summary of cash flow effects of all the functional and policy related budgets by coordinating them into one summarized statement. What do we mean by cash budget? Cash budget means the summary of inflow and outflow of an organization for a future period of time. The projected summary of inflow, cash inflow, and outflow of an organization over a given period of time. What we intend to receive in cash and in bank for next year, what we intend to pay out in cash and in bank for next year, we do the summary of that. That is cash flow, cash budget. So we use it to monitor our cash. We use it to plan our working capital. So under the cash budget, we need to understand objective of cash planning and management. In our secondary school days, this objective of cash planning and management under the economics, they can ask us reason for holding money. Reason for holding reason for holding money. They are the same thing as objective of cash planning and management. This one is just advanced. Why do we need to do cash budget? That is the objective of cash planning and management. Why do we need to prepare cash budget? That is the objective of cash planning and management. Why do we need cash budget? Number one objective is to facilitate knowledge of amount of liquid cash available to execute projects. To facilitate knowledge of amount of liquid cash available to execute what? Projects. Another objective of cash planning and management is to show the organization the established likely period of cash shortage so that loan or overdraft can be easily raised, or some marketable security. So that means another objective of cash planning and management is to show the period that we will have cash shortage, so that if we have that cash shortage, we can go and borrow loan or overdraft to address the cash shortage. So that is another objective. Another objective of cash budgets and cash planning and management is to show the period of surplus cash which can be invested to earn some return. To show the period of surplus cash which can be invested to earn what? Some return. Another objective of cash budget or cash planning and management is to ensure optimum cash level is maintained in the ordinary course of business or day-to-day operation. To ensure that optimum cash level is maintained in the ordinary course of business or day-to-day what? Day-to-day operation. Another one is to show the knowledge of cash available to pay debt as the fall due. To show the knowledge of cash available to pay debt as the fall due. Another objective of cash planning and management is to ensure future contingency can be easily met. To ensure future contingency can be easily met. So this is examples of cash planning and management. What are the weaknesses in the current cash management in Nigeria? That means, what are the weaknesses in the government current cash management in Nigeria? Why does government have problem in managing their cash? What are the weaknesses in the current cash management in Nigeria? Why? Number one, inadequate tracking and monitoring of independent revenue. Governments, they are not doing a lot of job. They are not doing good job to track their independent revenue. They don't track the revenue coming from other sources. Government only focus on revenue going to federation account, going to consolidated revenue fund account, going to development fund account. There are some other revenue that is not going to those funds. Government don't even bother about that. What they bother is how much do we realize from sales of crude oil? How much do we realize from company income tax? How much do you realize from value-added tax? How much do you realize from revenue from mining? They are not bothered from other stream of revenue, which some of these government officials, they normally mismanage them. Because the major focus attention, look at federal government now, their primary focus is tax. Anything on tax. They believe that the only way they can get most revenue, or 75% of their revenue, is from tax. So they focus their attention on tax. Apart from tax, crude oil, mining, those are the area. Other small minor revenue, they don't focus attention on it. That is the reason why, to give account of that revenue, that how much do we realize from that revenue, will be very difficult. Another one, over dependence on federation account. Over what? Dependence on federation account. Government have too much depend on federation account. Any coming from oil and tax, they have depend on it. Government don't want to look for a way to generate revenue apart from revenue coming from taxes and oil. So most of the state government, they are not looking for a way to generate revenue internally. They always generate revenue. They always depend on what is coming from federation account every month. So in Nigeria is lack of intergovernment collaboration. There is no good collaboration between intergovernment agencies. No collaboration between Federal Ministry of Finance, Accountant General of the Federation, Bank of CBN.
They are
Debt
writing on the
Management
screen.
Office.
Matthew is writing on the screen.
No collaboration among them. Some of the report Federal Ministry of Finance have may be different from the report that Office of CBN will have. Some of them, the statistic they will be giving, there will be a different statistic. Another one, existence of idle funds. Existence of what? Idle fund. We have some idle funds that are not used, are not judicially used by government. Some of these idle funds, they're supposed to put them in a fixed deposit, but government are not doing so. It's problem of government cash management in Nigeria. Another one is inability to effectively monitor oil revenue. Oil revenue, we don't monitor it. Government don't monitor it very well. They depend mostly on what NNPC. They depend mostly on the report given to them by NNPC. That is what they depend on. They are not getting the report from outsider. So all these are the problems of cash management, government cash management in Nigeria. If you want to prepare a cash budget, for us to prepare a cash budget, we will have two elements. Our cash budget have two elements. It has inflow and what?
Outflow.
Outflow. All the income, revenue, will go inside the inflow. All the expenses will go inside the outflow. Everything we paid in bank or cash go inside outflow. Everything we receive in cash or bank go inside inflow. Non-cash item, we don't need anything we have not paid for or revenue we have not received. We don't need it in cash budget. What we need in cash budget, how much do we actually receive? How much do we actually pay? And cash budget can be prepared on a monthly basis or quarterly basis. Every month, we can prepare cash budget. We can prepare it on a quarterly basis. If cash budget is prepared on a monthly basis, we should understand that the closing cash balance for January is going to become opening balance in which month?
February.
February. And closing balance in February will become opening balance in March. So while you are doing cash budget, you have to finish January before you can. You have to total the January before you can say you want to total the March. That is on cash budget. So let's look at a question. Somebody should help us read this question 3, question 1 under the cash budget.
The General Manager of Housing Corporation of Rimi State has requested for the cash position of the organization for the first quarter of the year 2008. The following information is available. I. The total annual subventions from the federal government in 2007 was 15 million naira. There is expectation that this figure will increase by 10% in the year 2008. The expected 10% increase will be received in the first 6 months of the year, along with the normal monthly allocations. Sir, please scroll.
Okay. Continue.
Please scroll. I can't. The management has decided to reduce transport and traveling by 5% in the year 2008. The total amount in 2007 was 1,890,000 naira, and the expense will accrue evenly throughout the year. Capital grant of 7 million naira monthly is expected in February, May, and November. Salaries and wages for 2007 were 14 million naira. 25% of the total amount was for housing allowance. Salaries and wages will be 150% of the amount paid in 2007. Ground rent for industrial estates will be received as follows. January, 1.4 million naira, February, 0.75 million naira, and March, 1.2 million, 1,200,000, 1.02 million naira. The training and development expenses of 350,000 naira are to be increased by 10% in the year 2008. The total amount will be spent on equal basis in February and October 2008. Please scroll. Sir, please, can you scroll up? Okay. No. It's too up. I mean, number 5. Yeah. Ground rent for industrial estates will be received as follows. Okay. The training and development expenses of 350,000 naira are to be increased by 10% in the year 2008. The total amount will be spent on equal basis in February and October 2008. The corporation will commence construction of 50 units of house in the year 2008. The following are the commitments through LPOs in 2007, which will be met in the new year. Item purchase, dates, LPO number, when payable, amounts. Yeah, and these are the stuffs. So rent receivable from the shopping complex of the corporation are January 850,000 naira, February 750,000 naira, and March 1,250,000 naira. The cash balance as at 31st December 2007 was 750,000 naira. Prepare a cash budget for the first quarter of the year 2008, stratified into monthly distributions.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we have to prepare a cash budget and certify into monthly. That means we need to prepare it for January, February, and March. For us to prepare our cash budget, we need to divide our solution into two: inflow and what?
Outflow.
Outflow. The name of the company is Rimi State Housing Corporation. Cash budget for the month of January to March 2008. January, February, and March. We divide our cash flow into two: inflow and what?
Outflow.
Outflow. What we need to do first, the closing cash balance in December is going to become opening balance in which month?
January.
January.
In January.
How much is the closing balance in December 2007?
750,000.
750,000.
Yes.
It will become opening balance
in January.
So it will become an opening balance. So that will be the first thing. Our opening balance in January is how much?
750,000.
Can we all see that?
Yes.
Now, let's go to the solution. Let's go to the question. The first information given to us is what? The total annual what? Subvention from the federal government. You know, this is a state government. And they say they receive a subvention from the federal government. That subvention received, is it an outflow or inflow?
Inflow.
Inflow. What they receive, we are preparing cash budget for 2008.
Yeah.
What they now receive in 2007 is how much?
15 million.
15 million, Abby?
Yes.
15 million. The question now go further by saying the expectation of this figure, there is an expectation that this figure will increase by how many percent?
10%.
In 2008. 10% of 15 million.
1.5 million.
1.5. So
Yes.
who can tell me how much they will now receive in 2008?
16.5.
16.5 million.
16.5. Let me share an Excel. I have an Excel for us to understand the solution. Let me share the Excel. So 15 million was received in 2017.
Yeah.
Increment 10%. 10% of 15 million. That is working note 1, annual subvention. Can we all see that?
Yes, sir.
So the increment, 10% of 15 million, that is 1.5. That means for 2008, we are going to receive 16.5, Abi?
Yes.
If we want to know how much we are going to receive every month, what are we going to do to this 16.5?
Divided by 12.
12.
12.
Yeah.
We know how much we'll be receiving every month. But the examiner want to test our knowledge. Let's go back to the question. The examiner said, look at it. The expected 10% increase will be receiving what?
First 6 months.
Okay. First 6 months.
Of the year, along with what?
The normal monthly allocation.
Allocation. What the examiner is telling us is that
For 6 months.
that 1.5, they will receive it from January to what?
June.
So, if you want to do it, you will say 15 million divided by what?
6.
15 million divided by what? 12. 15 million divided by 12.
Okay.
Why 1.5 million divided by what?
6.
6. If we divide 16 million divided by 15 million, 1.5 divided by 12, what are you going to get?
1.250.
That is the normal.
Yeah.
That is the normal. Increment 1,005, 1.5 divided by 6, Abi?
Yes. 250.
250. Can we all see that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That means from January to June, how much they will be receiving every month?
1.5.
1.5. But from July to December, how much that they will receive?
1.255.
Every month. 1.
Yeah.
What?
250.
250. Let me just do one something. If you times this, if you say this 15 times 6, Abi? This one too times what?
6.
How much are you going to get in total?
16.5.
16.5.
That is the amount, the amount they will receive in total for 2008. Do we understand that?
Yes.
No, sir. Please, can you go back over this increment? How you got the increment, sir?
The increment
It's very
is
simple.
3%.
1.5 divided by what? Because they say the increment is going to be received for the first 6 months. That means that 1.5, we are going to divide it by what? 6 months.
By 6 months.
Okay.
So, in our solution now, when we talk about annual subvention, how much are we going to receive for January?
1.5.
For February?
Same 1.5.
For March?
1.5.
1.5.
Do we understand that?
Yes.
But starting from July to December, how much you will be receiving every month?
1.250.
But the examiner asks us from January to March. 3-month cash
Yes.
budget. Nothing concerns us from July.
Yeah.
So let's go to note 2 in the question. Note 2. What is the note 2? Note 2. The note 2 said the management has decided to reduce what?
Transport and traveling.
By how many percent?
5% in 2008.
The amount received in 2007 was what?
1,890,000.
And the expenses is evenly accrued throughout the year. That means you divide it by 12, Abi?
Yes.
Now, for us to know the transport and traveling in 2008, we can say 95% of what we received in 2009, what we received in 2007. Abi?
Yes.
Because it's going to reduce by 5%. If it is
5%.
increased by 5%, that is when we can say 105% of what we receive. Abi?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Transport and traveling, is it inflow or outflow?
It's outflow.
So, how do we get it? Is in my solution, working note 2. Transport and traveling. Look at how I did my own. Transport and traveling for 2007, 1,890,000. I now said reduction of what? 5%.
Reduction by
5% of 1,890,000. I bracketed. That means how much I will receive in 2008?
1,795,500.
I will now divide it by what?
12.
Every month I will be receiving what?
149,625.
So you will go to your outflow. Under your outflow, you will have your what?
Traveling
Transport
expenses.
and traveling. Transport and what?
Traveling.
149,625. 149,625. 149,625. So let's go and read note 3. Note 3. Note 3 said what?
Capital grant of 7 million.
Is expected in which month?
February.
May and November.
Which one affect our budget here?
Just February.
Capital grant, is it inflow or outflow?
Inflow.
Under our inflow, capital grants. Only February. January, nil. February, 7 million. March, nil. Are we making sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The next one, note 4. Note 4. What is note 4?
Salaries and wages.
Okay, what happened?
For 2007 were 14 million.
Yes.
25% of the total amount was for housing allowance.
Okay.
The salaries and wages will be 150% of the amount paid in 2007.
Okay. Let's go to the solution. Working notes. Salaries and wages. Working note 3. Salaries and wages for 2007 is what?
14 million.
14 million.
And they say in 2008 it's going to be what?
150.
150.
That means 150% of 14 million.
Yeah.
21 million. That is what we are going to receive in 2008. The examiner now want us to break this 21 million down. One is salaries and wages without housing. What percentage of housing allowance is in this 21 million?
25%.
25%.
25%.
Yes.
So net salary and wages without housing allowance is 75%. Why housing allowance is what?
25%.
25%.
That is yearly. To get the monthly income,
divide by 12.
Divide by 12. Every month, net salaries and wages is 1,312,500. Housing is 437,500. So just go to your solution under the outflow. Just go and write. That is what the examiner wants to. Net salaries and wages every month, 1,312,500. January. February, 1,312,500. March, the same amount. Housing allowance, 437,500 January, 437,500 March, 437,500 February. Under the outflow. Under the outflow. So we go to next notes. Note 5. What is note 5? What happened to note 5? Oh yeah.
Note 5. Ground rent for industrial estates will be received as follows. For January,
Ground
1.4
rent for
million.
industrial estate will be received. Is that one inflow or outflow?
Inflow.
Inflow.
It's an inflow.
So how much are we going to receive in January?
1.4 million.
February income.
750,000 naira.
Why March income?
1,020,000.
20,000.
1.02
So you just go to your
million.
inflow. You say ground rent in January 1.4. Can we see that?
Yes.
Yes.
In February
750.
750. In March
1,020,000.
finish. This cash flow is direct. We are still moving to that second one. Is the main one. This one is not so hard like the second one. Note 6. What happened to note 6?
Training and development expenses
Oh yeah, what happened to training and development?
are to be increased by 10% in the year 2008.
Okay.
The total amount will be spent on equal basis in February and October 2008.
Okay. So 10% of 350. 10% of 350.
35,000.
35,000.
How much will now be the total amount?
That is 385,000.
385.
385. Is in my working note too. For those who will now say that man, he like to explain, he doesn't like to do workings. If you go to working note 4, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
This training and development, how many months are we going to receive it in 2008?
Let's go back.
We are told like that.
In February.
February
In
and
2008,
October.
they tell us it's going to be received for 2 months. Abi?
February and October.
Yes, 2 months.
Yes.
That 385, we are going to divide it by what?
2.
2.
2.
385 divided by 2. That will give us
Yes.
how much?
192,500.
So
192,500.
the only one that affects our budget here is which month?
February.
February.
192,500 in February under the training and development. Under your outflow, 192,500. Can we all see that?
Yes, sir.
Under February, under the outflow.
Yeah. Okay.
Next. Working note 6. Additional information 6. Oh yeah, somebody should help us read the information 6.
The corporation will commence construction of 50 units. That's 7.
That's 7. The
You said
training
7
and
now.
that's
No,
what
the
we just
corporation,
said.
no.
Yes, it's 7.
Corporation. 7.
The corporation will commence construction of 50 units of house in the year 2008. The following are the commitments through LPOs in 2007, which will be met in the new year. Item purchased: cement, iron rod, gravel and sand,
Let's start from
plumbing
cement.
materials.
Oh yeah, read the information on cement. Finish.
Okay, cement date. The date it was purchased was 15th of August 2007. The LPO number is 4150. and it will be payable within 6 months. The amount is 4.5 million naira.
Yes.
Iron rod
Now,
is
within 6
okay.
months, which month will be that within 6 months? Look at the date of purchase. August 2007. When within the 6 months will last?
September, October, November,
February.
June.
September, 1 month.
It's
15th
September.
of September,
Yes.
1 month, Abi.
Yes.
15th of October, 2 months.
2 months.
February.
15th of
February.
November, 3 months.
3 months.
15th of January, 4 months.
Of December.
December,
15th
4
of
months.
December, 4 months. 15th
January,
of
5.
January, 5 months, Abi.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
February,
15th of
6
February
February.
15th.
February 15th.
6
So
months.
under our outflow, this cement, we will put it under February. Do we
Yeah.
understand the question?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is what the examiner wants. Outflow, cement, February. Can we all see that? Under the solution,
Yeah.
4.5. The next one, iron rod. When is the date of payment?
15th
March.
of date of payment.
September.
March.
March.
Date of payment is March.
March.
3rd of March.
Third
March.
of March.
In your outflow, iron rod, March 1.4. Graveling and sand. When is the date of payment?
January. 30th
January.
of January.
3rd January 2008.
Graveling and sand, January. Plumbing material. When is the date of payment?
February.
February.
February. What about electrical material?
March.
March.
31st of March.
It's gonna be this.
Can we all see that in the solution? Can we all
Yes.
see how we state it in the solution?
See this.
Yes.
You don't. It's not gonna close.
So we are done with that note. Which other note do we have? The last note. Rent receivable from what?
Shopping
From the
complex.
shopping complex of the corporation.
This one is an inflow too. For January, 850.
850.
For March, for February, 750.
750.
For March,
1.
1,250. Abi,
Yes.
you can see it. 850, 750, 1,250.
1.7.
Under inflow. Under inflow, Abi.
Yeah.
We are done with all the information. What we need to do, let's total the January figure. Let's add the total of January. What is the total for January?
1.4. Sorry.
4.5. How do we get the 4.5? 750 plus 1.5. Abi?
Yes.
Plus 1.4. Plus what?
850.
850. So you can cross-check that with your calculator. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
1.4. That is the total inflow. The total outflow. What is the total outflow for January? The total outflow is 2,649,625. 2,249,625. That is the total outflow. So, difference between total inflow and outflow, we give you the balance carry forward. Difference between 4.5 and 2,649,625 is going to give you what?
1.8.
1,850,375.
2,755.
This balance carried forward in January. What are we going to do to it?
We take it to balance
Brought forward.
in
Brought
February.
forward for February.
In February. 1,850,000. We now total the February too. We total February. For the total of February, we get 11,850,375. That is the total for February. 11,850,375. That is the total for February. Total inflow. The total outflow for February. What will be the total outflow? Hello? Yeah. So, what is the total outflow in February? What is the total outflow? The total outflow in February is 6,968,625. Abi?
Yes.
So the difference between the total
Correct.
inflow and the total outflow of February, the balance carry forward, that will be what?
4.8.
4,882,750. Abi?
Yes.
We take it to March
Brought forward.
as balance brought forward. It will be the balance brought forward in March under the inflow of March. So we total the inflow for March. The inflow for March. We total it. What is the total inflow for March? 8,652,750. So the total outflow for March is 3,925,275. At the end of the day, our balance carry forward in March is going to be 4,727,475. Do we understand? Hello? Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can now look at one more cash budget. So there are two ways for setting cash budget. This is the one of the way. But the most common one that they normally set in the exam is the second one we want to look, where we have months. So Zaria Abi, Sasa, what is your question?
Sir, it's Zaza, but my question, I just want you to help me go over salaries and wages again. Like, I'm a bit confused.
Okay, salaries and wages again. Okay, I will look at
Yes,
it.
the working notes. Thank you.
Oh, I will look at it. Eh?
Okay, thank you.
The
Thank you,
salaries
sir.
and wages, the examiner say is 150% of what we received in 2007. And the one we received in 2007 was how much? 14.5. Hello?
I'm here, sir.
Yes. 14. What we received in 2007 is 14 million.
Yes,
And
sir.
they said in 2008 it's going to be 150%.
Okay.
First of all, the mistake some students will want to do, which is not the correct one, they will first of all say, 25% of 14 million, they will remove that 25% from 14 million. The balance, they will now say they find 150% on it. It will not work like that. You will spoil it won't work like that. Though if you do it like that too, you may get the answer. Say for instance now, 25% of 14 million.
Okay, let me calculate that. 25.
3.5 million.
8 point what? 25% of 14 million.
3.5 million.
Minus it from the 14 million.
11.5.
11.5.
11.5.
11.5. 11.5 times 150%.
17.250.
17.250, Abby?
Yes.
17.250. You will now set 25% of 17.250.
$4,312,500.
Plus 17.250.
21,562,500.
Is it not the same like we get? What do you get?
We got 21 million first as a 150% before we deducted the 25%.
If you do it like that, we are still going to get. But the best way to do it is how I do it. Don't do it like that. You may make a mistake. So I will still explain more better on that. Let's go to question 2. For question 2, I want us to solve this question 2. Question 2, if somebody should help us read.
Question 2. Effective cash management is one of the challenges of treasuries all over the world. You are required to state 3 objectives of cash planning and management.
3 marks.
B, the following information relates to the Wawa Local Government Council's newly established division in charge of poultry farms. The local government advanced a sum of 420,000 naira repayable in 3 equal monthly installments from December 2013. The following information was provided by the division. We have November to April, all in thousands. So please scroll. So the figures here assumed to be correct. Then 10% advance payment, e.g. for 10% of December is paid in November. That's additional information 3. 70% paid in the month of sales, 10% paid in the month after sales, 10% paid 2 months after sales. Sir, can you scroll up?
That is receivable policy.
Payable policies. Growers, 80% immediate payment.
Okay.
20% the following month. Then layers, 50% immediate payment, 50% paid the following month.
Okay.
Fees and others, payments made immediately. Then
Okay.
the veterinary officer is paid 150,000 naira monthly.
Okay.
Then farm workers are paid 250,000 naira every other month from December 2013. You are required to prepare 3 months cash budget for January to March 2014.
Okay, thank you. So this question is even more than 12 mark. It's almost 20 mark question. So we know the objective of cash planning and management. We have mentioned that. That is question A, part A of this question. Objective of cash planning and management. We know that to facilitate knowledge of amount of liquid cash available to execute projects. We have mentioned that to show the period of cash, surplus cash, which can be invested to earn some return. We have stated that while I'm explaining. Let's go to part B because of my battery. Part B, we are asked to prepare a cash budget for this question. In this question, I want to ask, what is the inflow of this question? How do we get our inflow in this question? Our inflow will be coming from what item? From sales.
Sales of poultry items.
Sales. This one I color in green. That is our inflow.
Yes.
That is where our inflow will be coming. And take for instance, we make a sales of 2002 in December. Do we receive that 2002 in December?
No.
No, depending
No.
on the
They tell us how we receive money.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do we receive money? They say 10% of the 2002 will be received as an what?
As an advance.
Advance payment.
Yeah.
70% of that sales, that 2002 will be received in the month of December, month of sales,
Yeah.
Abi?
Yes.
Another 10% will be received in what?
2 months after sales.
No.
The month
No,
after.
1 month.
The month
Month
after. That's
after
1
sales.
month.
That is
That's
January, Abi?
January. Yes.
Yes.
Why another 10% will be received when?
2 months
In
after.
February.
February.
That is February.
Yes.
That is how we do for this table. But I want us to start from reading the question from the beginning. The following information relate to Wawa local government. The Wawa local government council, the newly established division in charge of poultry farm. The local government advanced a sum of what?
420,000 repaired.
120,000.
Repayable in what?
In 3 equal monthly installments from
Starting
December.
from when?
December 2013.
December.
That means this poultry business, they give them a loan of how much?
420,000.
420,000.
How they will repay back the loan?
3 months repayment.
Starting from which month?
December 2013.
December.
So who can tell me which month do we think this loan was received? Based on the information given to us, which month do you think they will receive?
December.
They will receive the loan.
December. Okay, let's say December.
They start paying back in December.
Yes.
Which month they will receive the loan?
It was received in September.
They receive in November.
Where is September? Yeah.
November.
Is November.
November.
Is November a month? The month we have before December is November. In this question, we don't have any other month, Abi?
Yes, sir.
That is when we will say they received the loan. That means that is when they started the poultry business.
Yeah.
So why did they say the payment in 3 months?
Yes, they will start paying back from December. They will pay back in one in December, another one in what?
Okay.
January and February.
That means December to February. Okay.
No. So, sir, is it going to be December
to February?
It's supposed to be
December, January, and
February.
February. That is when they will pay the loan.
Oh.
3 equal month installment.
Well, this question is tricky.
But sir, sorry, sir.
The question is very tricky.
Very
And they've
tricky.
asked the
The
question
question
twice.
says installment
They
from
asked it last
December.
They
time.
always asking this question.
The installment from
A
December.
sum of 420,000. The local government give that poultry business an advance sum of 420,000. That 420,000 will come in which month? In November.
November.
If you look at the month given to us, a month before December is November.
Yes.
Yes.
And they will now start paying back in which month?
The next month, which is December.
Next month.
December. And they will pay back for how many months?
3 months.
3 installments.
3 monthly installments.
Very simple. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know we are preparing cash budget for January to March. One thing is missing in this question, which we must find by ourselves. If you read the question from the beginning to the end, if you read the question, there is no closing cash balance in December that will become an opening balance in January.
Exactly. Yes.
We don't have that in this question. We don't have that. So, and we must get it. It is a must. We must get it. How do we get it? We know when the business starts. The business started in which month?
November.
In November. That means in our working note, we have to go and prepare cash budget for November and December, so that we know the closing cash balance in December. We now take it to December. We now take it to January. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We have to prepare our working note. One is going to be cash budget for November and December, so that we can know the closing balance for December. We now take it to January. So if you check my working note one, I said cash budget. This cash budget is for what? Is for November and December. You can see the month of November and December. The cash budget we are asked to do in the question is for January to what?
From December to February.
No, cash budget we are asked to do in the question is January to March, Abi? That the examiner asked us to do.
Please,
The examiner asked us to
again,
prepare cash budget of January to March, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
The
sir.
reason why we are preparing cash budget of November and December in the working note is to get the closing balance of what? Cash balance in what?
In December.
In December. To get the closing cash balance. Assuming the examiner give us the closing cash balance in December, we don't need to prepare cash budget of November and December because we are not asked. So, first thing we need to know is that we receive a loan in which month?
November.
Can you see the inflow of November?
Yeah.
November cannot have balance brought forward because it is November that they started the business. And the first income that they receive, the first inflow that they receive is that loan of what?
For 20,000.
Can you see how it enter in December, in November, in the working note one? Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
The repayment of the loan, we are going to pay 3 equal installments. 420 divided by 3.
140.
140, Abi?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In December, under the outflow, can you see repayment of loan? 140.
No.
Yes.
We go to our solution, our main solutions too, under the outflow. In our main solution, under the outflow, repayment of the loan, January, 140, Abi?
Yes.
February 1.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We can see
Yes, sir.
140 in
February
January.
2.
140.
140.
That 3 repayment has completed. Abi, is it not?
Is
Yes, sir.
completed.
So we have done with loan and repayments. We have done with that. Now let's go to solve sales. Sales. Let's go to sales. The first sales we have in this question is
Layers and eggs.
budgeted sales. We are selling grower, layer, egg together. The first sales we have is 2.2 million, Abi,
Yes,
which is
for the
2002 because we have 1,000 up, Abi.
Yes.
How do we receive this 2002? How do we receive the money from customer?
It was an advance payment.
There was
Advance
an advance
payment.
payment of 10%.
10%.
That means
220.
the sales of December, 10% of it will be received in which
Has
month?
already been
In
in
November.
November.
In November.
10% of it will be received in November. That is the first thing. Another thing, 70% will be received in which month?
In the month
In
of
the
sales,
month of
December.
sales.
Which is December.
Yes,
Another
sir.
10% income.
January.
Month after.
Yes, sir.
Why the balance of 10%?
February.
February. So, working the 2. Let's go and show how much cash received from sales. How much do we receive? How do we receive money from sales? That will be in our working note 2. Working note 2. Working note 2. Cash received from sales of layers, egg, and growers. We start from December sales. December sales is 2002, which is 2.2 million. 10% of it will be received when?
In
November.
November.
You
November.
can see it under November.
Yes.
Hello, can you see it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
70% of it is what?
Is in the
Is in
same month of
December.
April.
December.
Month of sale.
That is 1,540, Abi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why another 10%
In January.
in January? 10% of 2002 in January.
Yeah.
That will be what?
Yes.
220, Abi.
20. Yes.
Why the last 10% is which month?
In
In
February.
February.
220 again. We are finished with January and December sales. We are finished with December sales. So we go to January sales. January sales.
2 million.
How much is January sales?
It's 2 million. January sales is 2 million.
Is 2 million. 10% of January sales will be received in which month?
In
January.
December.
In December, yes.
In December.
Yes.
The same pattern. 10% of January sales will be received in December.
December, yeah.
Can you see that 10% of 2,000? That is 200. Can you see it under December?
Yeah.
Yes.
70% of January sales will be received in which month?
January.
January.
In January.
70% of 2,000.
In January. It will be received in
1.4.
January.
It's 1.4.
Can we see the 1.4?
Yes.
10% of January sales again will be received in when?
In
February.
February.
In
Can we see
February.
the February?
Yeah.
200 under February.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Idris, sorry, excuse. So
Okay.
someone does not get confused as we are trying to move forward. Somebody was asking you a question that how did you get 640 for that opening balance of December? I know I understand it, but I think you should throw more light so that the person
Which one?
doesn't get.
Which one?
For November, in the first working notes, when we did our this thing,
How
opening
do we
balance,
get what?
the 640. So I think you should explain
I've
it.
not talked about the 640. What I talk about is, you know how we get the 420.
Yes, and also the 220. I know, but the person is confused. So we don't just keep going forward.
420 plus 220. It will give me what?
640. So at least you explain it so that the person doesn't get. I think the person
I did not
cannot
see the
unmute.
question. I did not see the question. The
All
question
right.
is in the chat box.
Yes, that's why I'm calling your attention to it.
Okay. So I will explain that. As I'm solving the question, I will still explain how we get the 640. Please, we are still going to explain that. I'm still going to explain that. But do you know how we get the 420? Is it 420? Yes.
Yeah.
That loan given to the poultry. This 220 is the cash from sales that was received in which month?
November.
In November.
November.
Yes.
The advance
If you look at that working note 2 that we are currently doing,
The 10% advance.
Okay, the total of December.
total of November is 220.
It's 220.
We take it to the inflow of November.
Okay.
I'm still coming to that. I'm still coming. I will explain. Now, on January, the last January is going to be received in February. Do you understand? 200. The last January, the last January sales is going to be received in March. 200. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We move to February sales. How much is February sales?
1.9.
Mr. Idris,
Okay.
from remarks on the group chat, some people feel you are fast, so maybe you just, so that some of us are not left behind. Yeah.
Okay, I'm too
For
fast.
me, it's fine. So they said, I can see a comment, just drop.
Okay, I'm too fast. Okay, I will take it gently. I'm just looking at our time, and I'm
I
looking
know,
at. I'm
know.
looking at my laptop. My laptop don't stay more than 2 hours 30
I
minutes.
know, but I can see two messages
Okay.
drop. And,
Okay, please.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I will take it gently. If I'm too fast, I have to take it gently. So for February sales is 1.9. 10% of February sales will be received in which month? Advance payment.
In
January.
January. So 10% of February sales will be received in January. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
So 10% of 1.9 will be received in January.
Yeah.
That is 190,000. 190. Can we all see that?
Yes.
70% of February sales is going to be received in the month of sales, which is February.
Yeah.
70% of February is how much?
1,330.
Is going to be received in February.
Yeah.
Do we understand that?
Yes, sir.
Another 10% of February sales is going to be received in which month?
March.
1 month after.
March.
In March. Can we all see that?
Yes, sir.
Why the last 10% of February sales is going to be received when?
In
March.
April.
In April.
Yeah.
We don't have April in our budget. We ignore the last one.
March.
Hello?
Yes,
The
I can
last
hear you.
February sales will be ignored because we
Yes.
don't have April in our budget.
Mm.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
So please, I read the comment. I'm too fast. I have to take it gently. But we should mind the time. We have 2 hours to do lectures. So do we understand the February sales now?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can we move to March sales?
Yes.
Yes.
March sales. How much is March sales?
2.1.
2001.
10% of that 2001 will be received advance payment. Is going to be receiving when?
In
Yes.
February.
February.
Can we see it under the February?
Yes.
Yes.
70% of March sales will be received when?
That
March.
is that much.
How much is that?
1,470.
1,470.
10% of March sales 1 month after will be receiving when?
In
April.
April.
And it doesn't
It's not
concern
in
us.
our budget. We ignore that one, Abi.
Yes.
Yes.
The balance of 10% too in
Month
May,
after.
We ignore.
we ignore. It's not in our budget. Our budget
Yeah.
is January to March. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Do we understand that?
Yes,
Understood.
sir.
Yes.
So, after March sales, are we going to close it or we move to April sales?
We
We
move
move
to
to
April.
April.
We
And
April
move
recognize
sales,
the
we have to
advance.
move to April sales. Though April is not in our
Yeah.
budget, but 10%
Yes.
of April
with
sales
the
is going to be
information.
receiving when?
Affairs. In March.
In March.
How much is April sales?
April sales
1,950.
1,950.
10% of it will be received when?
In
In
March.
March.
195.
So at the end of the day, the total cash from sales we receive in November is 220. Total that we
Yes.
receive in December, 1,740. Total that we receive in January is how much?
1,810.
Total of February,
1,960.
total of March,
So,
2,055.
the total of November and December, we take it to working note what? Working note 1. Under cash budget of working note 1, the one of November, 220. Under the November. The one of December, 1,740. Under the inflow of December, under working note 1. Can we see that?
Yeah.
You know, the reason why we opened this working note 1, because we are not giving closing cash balance in which month?
In December.
In
December.
In
We
December,
want to get
yes.
it by ourselves. Now, the one of January, the cash received from January, February, and March, we take it to our main solution, our main requirement, which is the cash budget we are asked to do. January, February, March 2014. We can see cash received from sales of grower, layers, and egg. The one of January, 1,810. The one of February, 1,960. The one of March, 2,055. We have input it inside the budget. That working note 2. Is it clear enough? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, we have talked about sales. Let's talk about purchases. Purchases means we pay for what we buy, Abi.
Yes.
We have 3 types of purchases here. Feed and others is one, Abi.
Layers and growers.
Layers is another. Growers is another.
Yes.
Let's start from the feed and others. How do we pay for the feed and others?
They were paid
The question will
immediately.
tell us. Where do we see that?
Under payables. Payables policy.
Can we all see the feed and others?
80%. Yes. 80%.
Feed and others are paid immediately.
30% following month.
That means feed and others for December is going to be paid when?
December.
So this 280, where are we taking these 280 to?
December.
Working note 1 in December. Working note 1. Under outflow, feed and others. In December, under the outflow, working note 1, feed and others. $220. Can we all see that? Feed and others, 280. 280, Abi, for December.
Yes.
Can we all see it under the outflow?
No.
Working note 1.
Yes.
But they said immediate payment
No,
of
what you
50%.
are showing is 220. And that's for
Like
sales.
feed and others under the outflow. After
Go and
repayment
check
of
the
loan.
question. How much is feed and others? How much
It's
is feed and others?
280.
But the policy says 50% payment, immediate 50% payment.
Immediately.
In December, Abi? Policy says feed and others are paid immediately.
Yes.
Abi, can we all see that?
You can scroll
Yes, sir.
down a bit.
Scroll down, let's see. Feed and other payment made immediately. Yes, they can see it now. That is it. Yes. Feed and others payment made
Feed
immediately.
and others that we have in December. How much is the feed and other we have in December?
280.
We are going to pay it immediately. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that 280 for December, where do we use it?
December.
Working note 1 under cash budget for working note 1 in December. Abi?
Yes.
In December. 280 feed and others. The one of January, we go to our cash budget straight. The one of January, under the outflow, feed and others. How much is feed and others for January?
320.
320.
We put it because it's immediately. The one of February,
250.
we put it there because it's immediately.
The
one of March,
260.
We put it there because it's what?
Immediately.
We have done with feed and others. Another purchases we need to look at is what?
Layers.
According to the table. After feed and others, which one follow?
Layers.
Layers. What is the payable policy for layers?
50% immediate payment. And 50% paid. Sorry, 80% immediate
Layers.
50%
immediate payment.
50%
payment in the following month. Please.
Yes.
Oh, this person that is disturbing. Let's promote our audio. This is a lecture class now.
Sorry, I think I wasn't muted. Sorry, apologies.
Okay. So, for layers, we go and draw a table. That will take us to working note 3. We have to have a table. Working note 3. For layers, for December layers, 50% will be paid in December, Abi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why the balance of 50% will be paid in when?
January.
The layers for December is 445. 50% of 445.
222,500. 222.5.
0.5, Abi?
Yes.
50% in December. 50% again in January, Abi?
Yes.
For January layers, 50% in January, Abi?
Yes.
Which is 250. 50% of 500, 250.
Yeah.
Why the balance of 50% is in when?
February.
March.
In February.
February.
For
Okay,
January.
February.
Next month. For February
Sales.
layers, 50% in February, 175, Abi.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Balance of 50% in March,
Yes.
175.
Yeah.
For March, layers, 50% in March, 50% of
April.
390, 195. The balance
Yeah.
of 50% of March is going to be paid in when?
Yeah.
April.
April.
does not
We ignore
concern
that
us.
one because
Yeah.
it's not in our budget.
Yes.
Yes.
That means the total amount we collect, we pay for layers. We paid for layer for purchase in layers in December is 222.5. In January, 472.5. In February, 425. In March, 370. The one of December, 222.5. We take it to working note 1.
Yeah.
Under outflow.
Yeah.
Layers, 222. In my own question, in my own solution, I approximate it to 222.2223. Can we all see that in working note 1?
Yeah.
Under the outflow for December, 2223. The one of January to March, we take it to the main budget, main cash budget, layers, 473.
Yes.
425.
Yes.
And 370. We now move to the third purchases, growers. Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
How do we pay for growers?
80%
80% immediate payment.
20% the following month.
So we start from December. December again. December, the purchase of growers we have is 725, Abi?
Yes.
80% will be paid in December.
Yeah. 1% in January.
Why? 20% is what?
In January.
In January.
80% paid in December is 580, Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? Balance of 20% paid in January is what?
145.
145.
145. We move to January purchase of layers.
Yeah.
80% will be paid in January. January purchase of layer is 780, Abi?
Yeah.
And the 80% of it is going to be what?
624.
Why the balance of the 20% is going to be what?
156.
No. Yeah. 156.
156. Collected in February. We move to February purchase of growers. How much is February purchase of growers?
600.
80% of it will be collected in February. That is 480.
480.
Why? The balance of the 20% is going to be collected when?
March.
March 120.
120. Hope I'm not too fast though, because any moment from now my laptop will be off. March purchase of growers. How much is March purchase of growers?
650.
650.
80% of that.
520.
The balance of the 20% income
to be paid in
It
April.
doesn't concern us.
It doesn't concern us.
Yeah.
That means the total for December 580. The total for January 769. The total for February 626. The total for March 640. We now go and put it in the solution. First, we look at working note 1, growers for December, 580. We put that. We go to the main solution. Growers for January to March. The one of January, 769. The one of February, 626, 636, Abi?
Yes.
Why the one of March?
640.
640. Under the outflow, Abi?
Yes, sir.
We have done with that. Let's go to the question again. Which other note we have not treated? We have treated working note 1, working note 2, veterinary officer are paid how much?
150 monthly.
Every month.
Yes.
Which month do you think we will start paying veterinary officer?
From the beginning.
December.
Yeah.
From December, that is when they start product, when they start sales, when they start purchase. 150 every month. If you go to working note 1 under the cash budget for January and December, November and December, veterinary officer 150, Abi?
Yes.
You go to your solutions too. Your main solution every month.
Oh, it's gone. I think that is the end. The laptop is gone.
Oh, it has gone.
I just hope you drop. It has gone though. That's for good. Oh my God.
Bye, guys.
It's interesting.
Oh my God.
The laptop is gone.
Miss Evelyn?
Zaza, how are you?
I'm fine. Oh, please, can you help me with that salaries and wages? He did not really answer my question about it. The way we got that yearly and monthly.
Okay, let me go to the question.
Okay.
Let me go to the question. The salary and wages is actually which additional information now?
I think 3.
Additional information 4.
Okay.
It says salary and wages for 2007 were 14 million naira.
Yeah.
Then 25% of the total amount was for housing allowance. And they added that salaries and wages will be 150% of the amount paid in 2007. And you know we are working for 2008. So when they say will be, meaning salary and wages for 2008 will be 150% of the 14 million.
Okay.
And 150% of the 14 million is 21 million.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think in that 21 million, he removed the 5%. I'm not looking at his solution, but I wish I can open his solution for me.
Update. Can someone share? He's trying to join so that we can finish the question.
Okay, he's trying to join.
Yeah, if somebody is willing to share.
Okay. Okay, Zaza.
Hello, please. Can somebody help us share it online? Share the material online.
It's here now.
Okay. Oh, share you know your way.
Hello, you can help me share the material online so that we conclude this.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Where is the material?
Budget and budgetary control.
Okay. Don't commercial officer. Sir, please hold on.
Okay.
Okay, somebody's already sharing.
Okay, let's go to that cash budget we are solving. Cash budget. Cash budgets. Okay. Oh yeah, go to the question. The solution. The solution. Yes, we are there already. Now, veterinary officer are paid 150,000 every month. Can we all see that?
Yes, sir.
In the question again, there is another one said farm workers. Farm workers are paid how much? If we read the question,
250.
250, starting from
Monthly.
December.
Yeah.
So for December, you put under the outflow 250 under for farm worker. For January, 250. For February, 250. And for March, 250. Once you have done with all the information, what you need to do, please, let me go to working note 1, that cash budget of November and December. Working note 1. Cash budget of November and December. Working note 1. Cash budget for November and December. That is page 31. Page 31. It will be in page 31. Page 32. That will be in page 32. For the page 32 now. After you have finished all the information, we need to close up this working note 1. We need to close it up. In our working note 1, under November, we have a total inflow of how much?
640.
640.
640 rather.
Do we have outflow?
No.
No, it's okay like this. It's okay like this. It's okay like this. We don't have outflow. That means our balance in November to December will be how much?
640.
Can we see that balance brought forward in December?
Yes.
Yeah.
We now add the total inflow of December. What is the total inflow of December?
1740.
1740.
Plus 640.
238.
2380.
Yes.
Yeah.
The total outflow for December, what is it?
1623.
1623.
So what will be the balance carry forward in December?
758.
758.
Where are we taking this 758 to?
January.
January.
In
Balance
our
brought
main
forward.
solution, we take it to January. So go to page 30. January. Can we see that 758 in January?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We now add the total inflow of January together. 758 plus 1810.
2568.
2568.
68. The total outflow for January.
2102.
So the difference between the outflow, the total inflow, and the outflow,
466.
that is the closing balance in January, Abi?
Mm-hmm.
Closing
Yes,
cash
sir.
balance in January. Where do we take it to?
February.
February.
Opening balance for February.
So we can now total the total of February. What is the total of February?
2426.
426.
And the total of, that is the total inflow of February. The total inflow of March, the total outflow of
February.
February.
1851.
1.
So the closing back cash balance in February is going to give us what?
Opening balance
575.
in March.
475. 575, sorry.
Yes.
It will be an opening balance in March. It will be an opening balance in March. So we now total the inflow of March. What is the total of inflow of March?
26.
2630.
30.
So what is the total outflow of March?
1670.
So what is the balance carry forward in March?
960.
960.
960. So that is the final solution. So do we have any observation, any question? So do we have any observation, any question?
Concerning this salary, you were saying if we had done it the other way, we would still arrive at the same answer. Because
That is
what you did.
That is question one that we solve, Abi.
Yes, sir. The salaries and the wages. You know, you were saying some persons would have just have removed the 25% first before they will now net the other one to 150%. I'm asking, if we do it that same way, are we going to arrive at the same answer?
Okay, can we go to that question back? That question, go to the question back. There is one thing we're supposed to go to the question where they mention that statement. Go to the question, not the solution. Go to the question. That question where they mention the issue of salaries. See, what the examiner mean here is salaries and wages for 2017 was 14 million. 25% of the total of that amount, 25% of that total amount was for what?
Housing allowance.
Housing allowance. That means out of this 14 million, 25% of it is for housing allowance. Do you understand? When you now say, they say salary for 2008 is going to be 150% of 2007. So 150% of 14 million is what you're supposed to do. But in another way around, what I said, 25% of 14 million. What is 25% of 14 million?
Is 3.5.
3.5. Eh?
Yes, sir.
3.5 minus 14 million.
10,500,000.
Okay. 150% of that 10 million, 1,500.
15,750,000.
15,750,000.
Yes, sir.
25% of 15,750,000.
3,937,500.
3,937,500.
Oh
yeah, plus it plus that 15,750,000.
19,687,500.
90 million. No. Something is missing. Something is missing. What I think that they do, 25% of 125 times 14 million. That is what they do. For if we want to do it in that way, we will say 25%
of what?
25% of 125 times 14 million.
Hello, sir, Mr. Isiaka.
Hello,
sir, Mr. Isiaka. What they said was, yeah, 25% is not part of salary. So that means salary and wages, the 25% of that 40 million.
You know what?
Housing allowance. So
okay.
I'm not sure if you can do 150.
Hello, sir.
One house. What is the issue?
Hello, sir. From my own observation, good evening, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
From my own observation, the housing allowance does not need any adjustment because according to the question, they said 25% of the total amount was for housing allowance.
Yeah.
It's only salaries and to be adjusted. So it will be 25 million of 14 million for housing allowance.
For you to get housing allowance, don't need adjustment. Just get 150% of 14 million. The answer you get, 25% of it is housing allowance. That is what the examiner means. If you want to solve it the other way around, you may not get the right answer. What the examiner is referring to here, this is the total salaries in 2007. 150% of it will be salary for 2008. So 25% of it is going to be for housing allowance. When you get that amount of 2008, that is what the examiner means. If you want to solve it the other way around, like some of you are agitating, we need to break it down. We will not get it. But I will do a solution in my Excel. If I want to solve it in other way around, I will get the same answer. There is a solution I can use. I will send it to group chat. I will send this. It will be the same like this. But where the examiner is going, the examiner wants us to break our salaries and wages into two. One is for other salaries and wages. Another one is for housing allowance. That is what the examiner wants us to do, which I've done in my solution. If you go and check ICAN Pack, this question is in ICAN Pack. But I will break it down like you want. That will still be the same. So don't let us dwell too much on this. I will do an Excel template that will show the breakdown again. So any other question?
What I want to ask from what you just said now, are you saying that the examiner is saying that the 14 million, 150%, which is 21 million, is for the present year? And then out of that 21 million, 25% is housing and allowance. Why 75% is...
That is what I'm saying.
Okay, 75% is salary and wages.
Yes.
All right, so thank you.
Thank you very much. So any other question? Our next class next week is going to be on incremental budget. I pray by next week we should be able to finish anything on budget. Next week can take us 3 hours lecture. So my second laptop, I have to repair it. That one can stand for 4 hours, 3 hours. So we will start on time next week. We start from 8 o'clock and we end it by 11 o'clock. My colleague that takes taxation, I think he normally starts from 11:30. So please, next week, we have to finish budget. There's another, there are 4 more calculations we need to do on budget. So one of them is incremental budget, another one is performance budget. We solved 2 questions on incremental budget, we solved 1 question on performance budget, and we also discussed the other theoretical aspect of the budget. Because this is our public sector accounting. One thing that students normally do, they concentrate too much on calculation. I always say it every diet. For you to excel in this public sector accounting, read more of theory than calculation. Read more of what? Theory than calculation. After we finish budget, we are moving to public debt. Public debt is too complex. It's theory, it's not calculation, but you need to know it. Most of the students, they will say, public sector accounting is too hard. They will be concentrating, go and be preparing revenue collection, cash book, impress order, this and that, calculation. Go and check this exam pattern. 60% of what will be set in the exam is going to be based on theory. Theory, sustainable development goal, public debt, public financial management, like IPPIS, TSA, National Chart of Accounts, Government Financial Management Information System. So some students will say, Oga, you are not solving, I want us to be solving too much of IPSAS. We can't finish IPSAS. If we say we want to solve IPSAS, we'll be solving IPSAS. Only one IPSAS will come out. All that time that we are concentrating on solving all the 49 IPSAS, why can't we concentrate it on other theoretical aspects of the syllabus that is so important? So we need to have adequate coverage of the theoretical aspect, rather than we are going to cover the calculation aspect too, but we must have adequate coverage of all the theoretical aspects. There are some theories that some other tutorial center they will not discuss with you, and it will come out in the exam. You'll not be looking. There is another one introduced, is theoretical aspect. Public accountability index is one of the new introduced syllabus to public sector accounting. It came out last night. Sustainable development goal too is a theoretical aspect. So after this budget, after I finish calculation on budget, all what I will be discussing will be based on theoretical aspect, except when I move to cost benefit analysis, where I'm going to where we are going to do calculation. Me, I will focus on theory. My other colleague, he will focus on calculation. So, but we need to have extensive coverage of the theoretical aspects. So, thank you for having me. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Idris, thank you. But these theoretical aspects you're talking about, are they going to expect us to be quoting the laws backing it up?
There is no law in the theoretical aspects. There is no law. What is this? Explain this. What are the type of this?
Even in taxation too.
In taxation is different. Taxation is different. This is public sector accounting. Am I taking you taxation?
No.
Am I one of the lecturer taking you taxation? Go and ask your staff.
Thank you.
So, please, when we move to public debt, let's pay more attention to public. Every diet question on public debt normally come out.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
I want to beg you for something. See, theory is very difficult to. I want to beg you, sir, please, when you are taking us this theory, try and be very slow with us, I beg, so that we will just comprehend. Please, sir, I beg you. Okay. Please, sir.
Okay. I will do that. So, me too, I want to beg you for something. We need to have extra class for PSAF. What do we do?
Okay, sir.
What time can we feast so that we have additional extra time for PSAF rather than only on Saturday?
Yes, we can
you can look at our timetable now. We have some free time.
So let's look at it. Let's discuss it in the group chat so that even if it is 1 hour to addition to this Saturday, we can be able to cover on time. Do you understand? Because towards the end of the diet, there will be too much of rushing. So, and again, based on research, most of the lecturer, they normally tire towards the end of the diet. So it is better for us to have the extra time at the when we are still agile. Do you understand? So we will discuss that in the group chat. 1 hour's extra time. I don't know the day we are going to be free. Just 1 hour. So thank you for having me.